This is AI.R. Artist in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. Hello again, this is John Cullum and Emily Franco.
And today I want to talk about the fact that John has been traveling. He went out of town, he left me here.
All alone.
All alone for 10 days.
Yes, and I haven't been traveling that much, you know.
Well, he went first to Los Angeles and did a part in a show called The Middle.
Yes.
That's with Patricia Heaton. It's an award-winning show, and John plays the granddaddy of the family.
That's right.
And they were doing a Thanksgiving show. Now,
yes, I go once a year. I went last year and this year for the Thanksgiving show.
So, Granddaddy John.
Yes.
You don't look like a granddaddy.
Well, I'm not going to be a granddaddy, although I visited my son out there. He was only a mile away, and he and I saw each other a little bit.
Well, John is not a granddaddy, and I'm not a grandmother.
Also, I haven't told Emily this, but I spent about 17 hours watching the U.S. Open because I was all alone in my room, and it was a boring delight.
So those are the things that he did while he was out of town. And here, I felt kind of strange. My life became sort of a limbo without you around.
Yes.
And then, John went to Knoxville, Tennessee, which is his hometown.
That's right.
And
see my folks.
In his hometown, the University of Tennessee decided that they wanted to use John as a distinguished alumnus.
Yeah.
And they gave him an award,
That's
and
right.
a dinner, and a trophy.
That's true.
And then in turn, he was able to go and see the game there.
Yeah, the football game.
And have dinner.
That's right.
And see Amadeus in the theater where John got most of his training as an actor.
That's right.
Talk about that theater, Clarence Brown Theater.
Well, it's a wonderful, beautiful theater. The Clarence Brown, the famous movie director, contributed to at the University of Tennessee. When I was there,
Who was the famous movie director?
Clarence Brown.
Gee, I didn't know that.
Yes, he's a very well-known.
So
most people know him.
Well, I know dance names.
That's right. Well, truly, they didn't even have a theater when I was there.
But John, in Knoxville, played roles in plays and learned, I think, what has given him ammunition for his lifetime as an actor.
That's right. Actually,
it was wonderful, John.
I did, our town, all the way home.
Don't mumble the names. Say them.
Well,
Forest,
the Petrified Forest, Arthur Miller, Tennessee Williams, Eugene O'Neill, Clifford Odets. Playwrights that I would later work with and sometimes become very well acquainted with, that I only knew from the plays that they did down there in Knoxville, Tennessee. I did more plays, and I knew more about the contemporary theater in New York when I graduated from the university than I've learned since I came to New York, and that was 40 years ago or more. We won't say anymore. I think we've talked enough about that. I was very glad to get back to my wife.
No, he saw his whole family.
Yes.
And his family is like an enormous green vine. And on the vine are new buds, and another new bud, and another new bud. And what are they, 60 people, 70 people on the vine in your family?
I would say so, yeah. About 30 of them I don't know the names of.
Well, John saw the family, hugged them all. And so I thought, going home is a wonderful thing if you're going home for a few days. Right. I think if we stayed there, if he stayed there, if I had joined you down there, I'm afraid it would have been quite overwhelming.
Yes, and I don't know whether they could take you or you could take them. Well, I'm certainly glad, though, to be back to my, it's amazing to me and hard for me to believe that I've spent more time with you and in New York.
I'm your family.
That's right. More than any other, almost twice as long as I've been with anybody else.
Well, I just wanted to report about the fact that John has been out of town, and I am glad he's back.
I think that's enough of this. We love you all, and come and visit us again. Okay?
Okay.
This is AI.R. See you next week.